like if that's the Benzino we get moving forward, I'm cool. I'm with it. I'm okay with that growth. I'm okay with that growth. That's growth to me. Did you guys see the Benzino backtracked on the Eminem hate?
I'm talking about all the way back.
What do you think about that?
You know what? I wasn't even mad at him crying, man.
I wasn't either.
It's funny because
he need to go sober champs.
Benzino, you would think I would have lost my ish seeing him. I wasn't even mad at him.
I was actually kind of proud of him for actually doing that. Low key, I was kind of like, you know what? He finally just had a grown up moment.
He had his moment. He had his adult moment.
He had a grown up moment.
But you know what? This is the thing. Because so far on most of the Drink Champs, the parts that I can actually find myself able to watch, you know, people get to smoking and drinking and some jovial type stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody has been to a family reunion or Christmas dinner or something where somebody's had too much to drink, and all of a sudden the tears get to flowing because they get real reflective on things they've done wrong or people who have done them wrong. And so I'm surprised we haven't had more of these moments on this show where people break down, because liquor affects everybody much differently.
But what he said. Was very potent. What he said about,
I think, especially when it came to his daughter,
because he said, "I don't hate Eminem. I don't know him to hate him.
Right.
I don't hate white people. I'm tired of this ish." And he says it's just too much. I don't want to be the bad guy. Eminem ain't a bad person. He belongs in hip hop. It's a big racist problem in America right now, and Eminem could probably stop half of it. That's a grown comment. That's a grown comment.
Those are great comments. And if he was always saying that,
right,
I'd be right there with him the entire time. But instead, he's had this persona, like he has to appear a certain way, and he has to, you know,
there has been
it's just ego. We just talked about ego. It's all that ego in there, and he had
a human moment.
He was crying in the corner, or crying on the table.
No, he wasn't that bad.
Sorry, let me apologize. He had his emotional moment, but it was right after he said all the other stuff, right? Which is what makes it funny.
I mean, he just had a record, a month?
Yeah, but he was literally just saying, man, F Eminem, all this stuff, right? But then he had that moment, and that was a real moment, and I can respect that.
Yeah, not for real.
Hey, when the Remy's in the system,
ain't no telling.
Yeah.
But a little different context though.
Oh yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
But no, I think it was cool that he pretty much said he's tired of having to address Eminem.
Yeah.
He said for the past 20 years, every time he has to interview or sit down and talk to somebody, he has to talk about Eminem. I can see that being annoying. And then I think in light of that, and then the liquor, and then maybe whatever else is going on in his head, it led to him crying and breaking down on the show.
Imagine if he was getting interviewed for his contribution to the Source and stuff like that.
Right.
You know,
because the Source is a staple in the hip hop culture.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
True. Can't take that away. That's real. That's
real.
real.
Know, I mean, it's just like there's that episode of The Breakfast Club where, you know, Dame didn't want to talk about Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He didn't want to talk about Rockefeller.
Yeah.
That's when he started going off on my son has cookies and he has equity. And, you know, I wouldn't want to call another man daddy. It came off as wrong, even though on a lot of things I definitely agreed with him. But it was just like, all right, man, stop asking Dame about Jay-Z.
But like Terry said, though, you can tell this, it's worn on him.
I hope
it's worn on him a lot, though. It's worn on him a lot.
I hope he keeps this same energy that moving forward. Yes, because what he said in that moment, regardless of the emotions, and people, you know, in hip hop, we like to make fun of people that cry and have emotions. We've talked about
emotions,
right? But but everything he said was like, I can appreciate that. I can appreciate it. And so if that's the Benzino we get moving forward, I'm cool. I'm with it. I'm okay with that growth. I'm okay with that growth. That's growth to me. Yeah. So
and Benzino's been around for a lot of stuff. I don't want to hear him talk about Eminem anymore.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, I don't really care. I didn't care then.
It got to him, man. I think it was just heavy on him. It was heavy on him. And like Lone said, we'll take it. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
Moving forward.